And good evening.
Good evening.
What's going on, my friend, my pal, Ventures with BP, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on, brother?
Today was a long day, man. Long day.
Hey, that's what we hear today. It's a long day for a lot of people. And it's going to be even longer night because we're going to be here talking for a little bit. A lot of stuff going around. And a lot of information we got to share with people as well.
Yeah.
Other than that, let's start with a cool thing, I guess, is that you went to Disney Springs today.
Yeah. I unfortunately didn't wake up early enough to get out there.
Oh boy, what time you got there?
I got there at 9:00, which you would think would be okay because you don't know when they're going to open the parking garages.
Yeah.
Good evening, chat. So, but they open the parking garages at 8:00.
Okay.
And they had people circling on Disney property like sharks waiting in the water well before that. And so by 9:00, the line went from all the way on World of Disney all the way to the far side.
Okay.
All the way down to the co-op.
So are we talking about the line for the Disney store, right? That's what we're talking about, or just to go in Disney Springs? Yes, Lorena. That's all your pictures. Yeah,
this was just the line to get into the virtual queue to go into the Disney store.
Okay, so let's rewind a little bit.
All right.
So, how was the traffic to go into the parking lot? Was it the same as last time when we were together? Was it more crowded?
It was
parking real quick.
I found parking real quick.
You went to the orange parking?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So the entrance to check out your temperature and all the stuff?
So there was nobody in line?
There was nobody in line. And this was around what time?
9:00.
I'm pretty sure everybody was already in there. Okay. All right. And then, so you went to the store, and then you saw this madness of people. And then they told you have to wait in queue.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Our queue at 9 a.m. was 3 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, and Lorena says that her queue was for 6 hours. Lorena, if you're still here, what time do you, what time you got there?
And she had to be 9. She had to be 9:30. It's probably 10.
Disneyland will be opening in June 29 next month. Nice. Okay, so wow. Okay, she got there at 10 at night. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So you do how do you get in the queue? That's my first thing. Do you go to the app, or how do you do that?
You make the line, and then when you get to the end, you talk to a cast member, give them your name and your phone number, and then they send you a text message to come back.
So you have to go all the way at the end to what? To the line?
Yeah.
And there's a cast member with a tablet and put your name and all the stuff.
Yeah. So you go to the end of the line, then you walk the whole line, come to the store. They have a tablet. They take your info, and then the rest is history.
Okay. Oh, you thought it was going to be open at 10? Okay. All right. So, and the next history. Okay. So then what do? You just go out, relax, go see the store, eat, enjoy, have fun. Did they actually text you?
Springs.
Did they actually text you? Okay, cool.
Yeah. We actually were in the Uniqlo store right across from the entrance where you have to walk into the World of Disney.
Okay.
And it was pouring.
Yeah, it was raining.
Oh, bad. Yeah. And so fortunately we had a couple umbrellas, and we made our little way across through the puddles, walked over there, and then we get into the store, and it's dead.
Is that what? The store?
The store. There was, yeah. I mean, they're limiting capacity. So inside the store, it was, yeah, compared to what you're used to, it was dead.
Okay, so it was dead. Okay. So Okay, so you get the text and then you go into the store. They let you in, or you have to do another line. How that works?
No, you go straight in. They check you off on the tablet,
Oh, okay.
and
They check you out.
then
So, but I'm pretty sure that's a line for that, right?
when I went, there wasn't.
No.
No, I'm sure there was earlier in the day because
Mhm.
I did see some people waiting, but when I went, there wasn't.
Okay. The store there was no one. I saw Josh streaming. Okay, so Josh from Resort TV. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he was there. I think they were
they're limiting the capacity to so few people
there. Hmm.
that store, like, it feels like nobody's there.
Okay. So my first concern, here comes the concerns now. Hold on, let me get some water.
Okay.
And my keyboard, my mouse, you got some water as well. All right. So have you seen the picture that's going around the net?
I have.
Have you seen the video that's going around the net? That there's people together like nothing happened. There's no 6 feet apart. Have you seen that picture?
I've seen the picture. I have not seen the video.
Okay. Now,
Hey, Kelly.
you were there. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Yes. Hey, I'm Mr. Fulton. Thanks for being here. That's correct. We're going to talk about it in a little bit regarding the park's opening. And by the way, guys, thanks for being here. I know it's late. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, okay, so you didn't see that crowd like that all together.
No.
Okay. That worries me. If that picture is true, which I think is true, I don't think.
I mean, it has to be true. What's up, VIP? But
Hey, VIP, how are you?
I don't.
Arlene, what's going on? By the way, Arlene, happy birthday. If I forget, happy birthday. In 1 hour, happy birthday. Already, BP has the gift that I sent to you. Okay, Darren, what's going on? Orlando Mike, what's going on? Thanks for being here, guys. Sorry, brother. So that concerns me a lot. I was saying.
I can understand
happen in the
that.
parks? What's going to happen in the parks? I mean, white people are not following what you're supposed to follow. That's why there's rules.
So you said there's a video because I always take pictures. I always take pictures with a grain of salt, right?
Yeah.
Because a picture captures a snapshot. So,
Okay.
and it also captures one angle. So from that angle, it looks like nobody's social distancing. But what's it look like from a different angle? Or were those people just simply walking past somebody to get through to another area? Because I was there today for at least 4 or 5 hours again.
Wow.
And I didn't see any groups of people like that at any time.
Yeah, I mean, a lo mejor, I was going to speak Spanish. Maybe it's something that Arlene says, VP, keep those ears. Oh, dude, she's saying that for her birthday, you need to wear those ears. Come on, dude. It's her birthday. You have to
put them back on. They're her.
Well, technically, it's not your
Star Wars
birthday
ears
until 45 minutes, but we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Anyhow, personally, I hope it's not true because I know Disney are on top of things, and if they saw a big crowd like that, probably somebody will say anything already. But at the same time, there's a lot of rumor that this happened, and it concerns me when we're going to open the parks. Okay, so before we go to the parks and all the information, all the stuff, so you went to the store, right?
Yeah.
Were the pins there?
Yes, there were pins, but not near as many as they have had in the past.
Okay.
They had 2 little racks. I know Disney Pin Blogs was there, and he took some pictures of. He basically took pictures of and posted on his IG of every pin that they had, which there wasn't a lot. I mean,
somebody take a picture of video of VP with the ears. Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's just I was just disappointed. I wish there was more. I wish they would have had We're taking that off.
Why? Ah, yes, Darren. I'm in pin jail restriction at this time. Only at this time, though.
So they had
Oh my God.
some they had some new open edition stuff, a few, not a lot.
Mhm.
And there was, they have spinners that have like 4 different racks on it like this, and then
Yes.
they had just 2 of those, and then they had one that had 2 panels. So it was all right. No,
So
Kelly,
the pin
the pin store was not open.
was not open. Okay, so that's another thing. So not a lot of things open as well, or they just open just the store and still a couple of store or more Disney property was closed. How
There's
about
still
that question?
there was still a lot of Disney's property stores closed.
So no, everything was open.
Nope.
You better put those ears on. I need you to put.
You're ruining my life.
Hey, hey, what are you doing? We're live. Come on. We know who's the boss in that house. Really? So not a lot of things. Okay. Then the pin store didn't open.
Yep.
Then it was okay. Do you purchase any pins at the store?
Yeah, we purchased a few.
What you got? What you got?
I personally didn't get anything. The ones we bought for gifts, just to give to a couple people that we.
Thank you, VP. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
They didn't have Star Wars, so.
Oh, that's it. I'm done. It wasn't for me. Okay, and anything related to welcome back or something like that, like sweater, t-shirts, or pen?
No welcome back merch. No, no branded masks, or not even any blank masks that you could buy.
Okay, all right. And you mentioned that some pins were sold out. That's because other people got there early. Which ones were those?
Those were the March mini main attraction, and it wasn't just the pins. It was all the items that were shipped to the store prior to the closure.
Okay.
So that's mini ears, plushes, bags, mugs, pins. All of that stuff was gone. All that stuff sold out in the first hour.
Wow. So that's why everybody went early, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible. All right. So we know for a fact that the only park, okay, that is officially approved by the governor of Florida is looks like a title. That looks better. Hey, Midlife, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. So it's Legoland, the resort and the park that's already approved. Everything else is just presented an idea, but it hasn't been approved by the governor.
Yeah.
Saying that, so this is going to open. Finally, we know when they plan to be open.
Yep.
First is Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, July 11th. Correct me if I'm wrong. July 11th, right? I just got from work.
Correct.
So.
Correct.
And then my favorite park, Hollywood Studios, with Epcot, July 15th. Again, this is the proposal, which I don't think they will say no. You can go to the parks if you want, because apparently what they said is you're going to have to make a reservation to go to the park. That's the control they're going to do.
Yep.
The second thing is, are all the resorts and hotels are going to be opening? Because I know for DVC, some of them are going to be open.
I received an email today.
Yeah.
From DVC.
Nice. See, this is why we have friends on DVC and work on DVC. Mickey Bunch is there. And obviously, the person that's going to take me to all the DVC events, right there.
So let me see if I can find it real quick because the email said on here that they're going to have the resorts opened.
Okay.
Says here all Disney Vacation Club properties.
Mhm.
So that's all the deluxe resorts,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
At the Walt Disney World Resort will be open on June 22nd.
June 22nd. Okay.
So you're talking the resorts are going to be open
Yeah.
for what, 3 weeks? Almost 3 weeks before the parks open.
Mm.
Which to me doesn't make any sense.
Why not?
Because those places are expensive. I mean, some of those rooms are $1,000+ a night.
Okay.
Why you're gonna spend $1,000 a night to go sleep in a hotel somewhere and can't do anything else?
Yeah. So my friend is watching from on Facebook, Align, and he's asking me about the park. So again, Align, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom will be open July 11th, and MGM and Epcot July 15th, pending approval from the governor of Florida, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna open. SeaWorld also request to be open. They're gonna open at the end of June, I believe. Don't quote me on that one, but I could check real quick. The one that is approved already is Legoland and the resort. When will be opening. Now, of course, you have to wear a mask. That's a must. You have to wear a mask. And they're gonna mention in the near future how to reserve, because it's not like now that, or before that, you want to go to MGM, you want to Epcot? All right, let's go. Apparently you have to reserve so you can go in. So they're gonna come out with a reservation kind of thing.
So, yeah, it's probably going to be like the boarding passes.
Probably.
Gonna have to go into the app.
You probably have to go to the app. Yeah, I guess so. So the Orange County already approved. So now we're waiting for DeSantis. That's his name, DeSantis. Or the
Yes.
DeSantis. Oh, the guy that supposedly is the governor of Florida. Anyhow, so you got to wear a mask, and there's not going to be no parades, no fireworks, no shows. So if anyone of you guys watching and you think you're coming to Disney and you live in another state, or you're going to spend a lot of money, my suggestion, honestly, from the bottom of my heart,
Don't do it now.
don't come to Florida. If you have reservations, cancel it and wait until next year. Wait until this pass. Because why are you going to spend all that money? There's no parade, no fireworks. Rides? Come on. You can ride. By the way, interaction with characters,
That's done too right now.
it's going to be different. Most of them isn't going to happen. And
You're
the few
right.
that's going to happen is going to be distance. So imagine a kid that wants to see Mickey or somebody, and maybe it's even for far away, they can be with him. That will suck, bro. Honestly.
I
Go ahead.
think you're right though, as far as people not coming, because the other thing that I'm like, okay, we know they're going to use the reservations and sell tickets to limit people into the parks. We know that, but you're opening your resorts, so is the expectation that the resort people get first dibs on these reservations, or is it going to be like Rise of the Resistance, where everybody's going into the app at midnight trying to get reservations for that day, and it's a crapshoot? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and let me do a parenthesis here real quick. SeaWorld will be planned to open on June 11th. June 10th will be a employee appreciation night. And then on June 11th for, I guess, everyone. Yeah, man. Again, honestly, if you're out of the well, not another country because another country you can fly right now. But if you're in another state, you have reservations. Think about it, because you will get the resort, yeah, but the parks won't be the same. Even Disney said it today. It's a new experience, and we all are, in a way or another, we're going to experience it. Because just to know that, as per today, what they said is that in order for me to go to the parks, I have to make reservations just to go to the parks. BP, I don't know about you, but that sucks, man.
Big time, because you're not even guaranteed to be able to get in. Let's say you and I plan on going to the park.
Mhm.
There's no guarantee that, let's say I get it, but there's no guarantee you'll get it.
I know. By the way, hello to Dean. Dean is watching from Facebook. What's up, Dean? Live Place. Make sure you go check him out. www.liveplace.com. That's another thing. What about if I get in, but you can't get in?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a family thing that you can do, like a party kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's possible. You set that up ahead of time.
Yeah.
But
And then they say that restaurants will have fewer tables and they will have more use of the mobile purchase. You know, they have that mobile thing that you can purchase food. And so a lot of restaurants will have that option. And of course, you can use Apple Pay and Google, whatever they use Pay. I'm not a Android guy.
yeah. And if you're a resort guest, use your Magic Band.
Exactly.
Yeah, having all the different forms of contactless payment set up and ready to go.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. First, again, I'm going by what I saw, the pictures. How safe is it going to be? That's one thing I have to see how they're going to control it, and it will be a great test to open Magic Kingdom and see it. Now, another thing, I don't know if I didn't hear it. I don't think they didn't say anything. What about pass holders? They didn't say anything about pass holders.
Nope.
Hollywood, Universal Studios doing it for a pass holder on what is it? June. Hold on.
So I think that
On the 4th or 5th or something like that. The 4th.
third and fourth for Universal.
For the pass holders. Yeah.
And I mean, I think they announced it because it's so soon, right? That's only a couple weeks away. Universal still has Orlando parks, the Disney parks still have a long ways away. You know, it's still so they have time to get more of their plan out and put it out. You know.
Hello, Kat. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I mean, they have a long way, and obviously we're going to learn more by the time goes by. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be in Universal, so we're going to see how that will work with Universal. And I love adventures. I'm thinking I'm going on the 4th, which is my day off, on that Thursday with the family and see how it goes. The problem is, I don't know. I'm undecided. We gotta see how the crowd levels is and all that.
And I mean, who knows? By the time July rolls around, if things continue on this trend of getting better here,
yeah,
who knows that by then the restrictions that they're talking get loosened a little bit, and they aren't going to limit it as much as they're talking about right now.
True. And then another thing is how many people are going to be in the parks? How are you going to control it? Then you got the flu season coming up. Remember that. Flu season is coming. And what about if another wave comes in? How are we going to, there's a lot of things. Again, as long as everyone put their part and you need to do what you need to do. Wash your hands, keep the distance. And by the way, did we say that you have to wear a mask all the time, right? We did. I did say that, right? Okay. Which I don't mind because I do anything, and I think PCD said this in his video early. I don't care what I need to do as long as I'm home. If I need to wear a mask or if I need to wear underwear in my head for 24 hours, I will do it. That's a reality. Because come on, guys, really, Disney for us, and it's for us, the community, Disney community. Disney's home.
Yeah.
You can call it theme park, you can call it whatever you want, but for us, Disney is home. And if this is not home for you, then sorry, but
Then you don't understand.
yeah. You know what I understand either? I'll tell you this much, and I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. And I'm upset that I see bloggers, YouTubers, Instagrammers taking videos in Disney Springs without mask. And they're not drinking, they're not eating. And they walk around. Hey, you could have 1.5 million views, you could have 40,000 views. That doesn't give you the authority not to be safe. And
Yeah,
to somebody else, because nobody knows where you've been.
everybody knows I hate wearing the mask, but if you
I
look at my
understand.
videos, I wear the mask.
understand.
They
But
tell me I need
why-
to wear it, I wear it.
why you're in Disney Springs and not wearing your mask?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you with as many
There's
people.
there's no one time, a couple of times, and you can see you walking. So it's not even. I understand if you stand and do your thing. That's fine. I understand that. My point is, you need to do your part.
Yeah,
You need to do your part. He says 6 feet is 6 feet. If you need to wear a mask, damn it, wear the mask. How is to do that?
the only time we had a problem with people not abiding by the social distancing, I guess is a way to say it.
Yeah.
Was when we were in line waiting for the virtual queue when we first got there.
Okay.
These two ladies behind us.
Uh huh.
My wife and I were sitting there talking, and my daughter turns to me and she goes, "The lady is right behind me." And I was like, "What?" And so, mind you, at this point, we've already been in line like 15 minutes, and there's tape every 6 feet. So you stand on the tape, you go
Yeah.
forward. The person in front of you moves, you go to that next line.
Mhm.
And so I was like, "What?" And so I turn around, and here's this lady, mask halfway off.
Okay.
She's vlogging, but just with a phone, no extra equipment.
There you go.
And
Thank you.
yeah, but I won't get into nationality or anything.
No.
That'll just really upset other people if I say it.
No.
And so I turn around and I look at her, and then she looks at me,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, so now you know I'm looking at you, and because you're looking right at me, and you're still standing there. So then I look at the ground and I point to the tape, like, back up to where the other person who you're with is. Like, you're not even near the person that you're with. Back up. So I just point to the ground, and
Maybe they want to be
look-
your party, BB.
Yeah, she looks at the ground, and then she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was just like, other than that,
Yeah.
there was no problems. It was good. I felt safe. I felt fine the whole time. It was good.
Yeah. That's the problem. No, everybody follows the. I was gonna say something bad, but the rules.
Yeah.
And look what Perfectly Cat put right now. And put it, and let me put it again. Had a friend going to rant about her rights not to wear a mask, which a lot of people do that. Hey, it's a free country. We got respect. So I asked her why she hated me. That if she loved me, she would want to protect me. Then chuck her, and she didn't think about it that way. Okay, good. So you help her understand what was the situation.
My whole thing that I don't understand about the people who go on rants about not wanting to wear a mask because it's their right.
Hold on, BP.
Hold on.
I'm getting a sign. I'm getting a sign. I should have like a glow thing. You as a YouTuber, you need to set an example. Damn it. People follow you because they like you. Because you should be responsible to your audience. Wear the freaking mask. Damn it.
I agree.
How freaking hard is it? Sorry, BP. Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is, yes, you live in a free country. You have rights. But at the same time, the places that you're going to, they're privately owned businesses. The way I look at it is, if a business says wear a mask, it's no different than the signs that have been up for years and generations that say no shirt, no shoes, no service. Just add mask to that now for the time being until this goes away, which however long that may be. No shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. Simple as that. I mean, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. I mean, your rights as a U.S. citizen don't give you the right to necessarily shop everywhere. I mean, a private business can turn you away at any time. That's the way I look at it.
I look at it the same way. But to my point, we as YouTubers, you, me,
as
Kat,
an influencer,
Lorena, Mickey Bunch, everybody that's here, or we're here, or that will see this replay, you have a responsibility.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And damn it, I swear to God, if I see you in the park without the mask, I'm gonna call on you. Because it only takes one person. That's not responsible. Boy, I never been this upset before. Come on, people, just have fun. But be responsible, by all means. I need a beer. I need it. Need a beer. But, so... Go GONZO'S safety matter. No, I mean, it's common. Come on, it's common sense. If they said to wear it, wear it. If they said to don't wear it anymore, don't wear it anymore.
Yeah.
But if they tell you to do it, and I'm gonna say this the third time, we as YouTubers have a responsibility with our community, with our followers, people that watch us, the people that like us. And the people that don't follow us don't subscribe, but they watch us here around the world, because you never know who's watching.
Yep.
We gotta set a sample. Why? Because you want to be cool. Oh, you gotta be. Let me show these. Let me show. Yeah.
And then there's
come on, and then help me out. Come on,
in one of the pin groups today, someone posted that the parks are opening. You know, they have the dates and everything set up, and one of the first comments was something to the effect of, "Have fun with that second wave." You know, a real pessimistic statement. So I was like, "Oh well, there's always got to be one negative Nancy around."
Can happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't happen if people do their things correctly. If you do your things correctly. If you take care of
but you also
other,
can't.
I understand
live
you
in
can't be
fear.
that negative. No, you can. You can, because
that's not living.
Because life continues.
Right.
But you got to take care of it. But trust me, if you are next to me and you're supposed to wear a mask and you don't wear a mask, I'm going to tell you. Again, and I will say this again. If you're supposed to have a mask on and you don't have one, I will tell you. Because you're messing with my life. and people around me.
It's kind of like we were sitting down.
Come on,
On a-
BP. Let it go, man. Let it go. Come
No,
on.
no. I'm gonna tell you this one. We were sitting down on a bench, and we were just outside of. I was gonna say Volcano Bay because of the volcano, but Rainforest Cafe.
All the way back
And-
there. Okay.
Yeah, so we're all the way
Was
back
it
there.
open? No, right?
No, it
It's
wasn't
not
open.
Okay.
So we're sitting on a bench back there, and my wife goes,
Ooh, sorry.
She smells.
Ooh.
She's like, "What?"
Nice.
And we turn, and there's
Don't
a
tell me what
guy.
we're doing there.
There was a guy smoking right there. Now if he's smoking, there's no mask. So then my wife turns to me. She goes, "Why is he smoking here?" I'm like, "Who?" And I turn, and because then I started smelling it. I'm like, "What?" So, A, you're smoking where you're not supposed to. B, you have your mask on because obviously you're not smoking with your mask on.
No,
And so then I mean, yeah, okay, then
People
that
get
renders your
creative.
mask useless. So then, I turned to the guy and I'm like,
You
"You
tell him
can't smoke
something?
there." Yeah, I was
You
like,
told him?
"You can't."
Hell
you
yeah. Tell him. Come on, BP.
I said,
Come on.
"You can't smoke here." And he's like, "What?" And we're like, "Yeah, there's the designated smoking area is way over there."
That's right.
He's like, "Oh, is it bothering you?" "Yeah, it is." "Oh, okay." And he got up and walked away. But it's like, really? You're not even in a secluded area of Disney Springs. You're literally in one of the main pathways, just sitting there smoking.
You know what? I think that's why sometimes this world is the way it is. People don't just do whatever the people want.
Lorena, you must have been there right when I was, because that's right where it was. We were sitting on the edge of the candy store.
There you go. Come on, BP. You should kick his butt, bro. No violence. No. Just playing. Yeah, man. People go to the designated areas. You know what? We have a friend that smokes. What he did? He went to the security guard, told him, "Where are the smoking zones? So I can have a cigarette." While he was doing that, we were on the other side talking to somebody else. But he did the right thing. He went to where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of the freaking stores, and why? Why are you gonna bother people like that? BP, what did you eat today? You went to Chicken Guy?
No, we actually went to STK.
STK. Oh. Damn, BP, why didn't call me, bro? Hey.
They have a I'm gonna post it later on my IG because I took a couple pictures. But they actually have a lunch special.
Yeah.
With a Wagyu beef burger.
$29.99.
With fries, $10.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go tomorrow. Perfectly, Cat. So happy to see that. Yeah, myself. It's been a year and around there, year and a half or something like that. We were near by a front. So that's hold on, Lorena. This is that's like a Mexican restaurant, right? Frontera. Is it? Is it by a Sparkles? Is there something called Sparkles there?
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. There you go. Is it close by there? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I have friends that work there. What the hell is the Sprinkles at though?
Sprinkles is all the way over by like Blaze Pizza, I think.
Back there? You're like back there. Okay, so I'm in the Disney store. Where to?
When you leave the Disney store, go left. You
So
go
going
towards T-Rex and everything.
So I got a PAX T-Rex.
Yeah.
So going to the Edison that way?
The Edison.
Boathouse, by the boathouse, part of there. Oh, it's next to Pandora. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, they told me to go eat. Oh, that day that we were there, they told me to
How's
go
it
eat
going,
there. But,
Anthony?
hey, what's up, Anthony? How are you? They told me to go there the day we were there, but they started working like at 4:00. We left early. But I'm planning to go. I'm gonna trying to convince my wife to go tomorrow, which I don't think so because we had a lot of stuff to do, and I gotta drive to Miami Friday. But
Yeah, but you can go for a little bit and check it out.
yeah, especially we're gonna celebrate my birthday.
I plan on being down there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I skipped it. Plan on being down there probably around 10.
he's gonna be there probably at 12.
Who?
You?
No.
Because today you say, "Oh, I gotta be there early." What time you got there, BP?
I mean, they didn't open till 10, so I was still early. Just
Everybody
saying.
was in the store at 8:00,
Not everybody, but the first few people were. Yeah.
and you didn't get me my pens.
Brian,
And you know what?
I'm not.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. The Makey Bunch is mad because he didn't get her pins. What up, Brian?
Gonzo keeps
Good morning.
Gonzo keeps talking
morning.
about his birthday, but it's like 7 months away, Kelly.
Yes, Kelly. My birthday is in January 5, 1999.
Anthony, that's a good question, and I would say no because there's no housing on Disney property except for the Golden Oaks, and that can't be rented out.
Nope. Can do. Nope.
I would love to live in Golden Oaks.
You know what I'd love to do? I would love to get Brian here and has his opinion about when the park is going to open. So, Brian, if you're still here, we want to come in. We would love to hear from you and your opinion regarding park opening. But in the meantime, BP. So you had the burger today?
It was good, man.
Yeah.
It was good. The fries were good. The burger was good. I mean, that little they have it on a brunch special and a lunch special during the week. So on the weekend, the brunch, and then during the week from 11 to 3.
I already did, buddy. I already sent you the link. He's always here. Okay. And was the Edison open?
What's the Edison?
Damn, EP, you don't know what Edison is? Oh, that's a nice burger. Damn. Was it good? Did it taste good?
That burger looks like advertisement, doesn't it?
It does. You should put it on Instagram
picture.
and tag them.
I'm
They'll
going
probably
to.
get it for me.
That burger was great.
Sorry, I just got from work. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put it on my. It'll be on my IG later, but
Nice.
this is the lunch special from 5 to 9, 11:30 to 3, and then Saturday and Sunday, 11.
I want to go to T-Rex, bro. And have that Corona drink thing. Anthony,
have you been there? Have you been there before?
What, Trex?
Yeah.
T-Rex? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Look, Anthony has a question for you. Do you guys wish that Disney will have their own Airbnb properties near Springs? Some people who can afford to stay at the hotels can do that. Orlando's full of the Airbnbs, brother. Honestly, because when I was in Miami, I stayed in one of them. I mean, it's not Disney's property, but it was close by.
If Disney had their own, we wouldn't be able to afford it.
Probably.
That's the way I look at that. Because they would be like, oh, it comes with extra Disney magic. And so we're going to charge you this amount of money. Just like they do at their hotels.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same bed as at all Disney hotels, no matter how much you pay for it. So.
Hell yeah, Jeffrey. Hell yeah. T-Rex is one of the best restaurants, I think, in there. Man, they have this cake like a volcano. Oh my God, it's so good, bro.
You know, I've only ate there once.
Really?
But it was good. I had their big platter with the ribs and the chicken, and the plate was like,
What's
this
up, Chris?
big.
Eddie Family Adventures here.
What up?
But, by the way, make sure you watch the replay on my channel here. Yesterday we were playing Color Brain game, the Disney edition.
Champ.
Yeah, Rachel was a champ. So make sure you go ahead and see that video. Chris was our host. Thanks so much we have fun, man. It was good. It was good. Jeffrey, what's going on, man? So yeah, T-Rex, the best. Then they have this drink that they put, I think it's a margarita. I don't know where it is. And then they put the Corona like upside down.
Yep. Corona Rita.
Then they had these burgers, bro. Oh my god. And these fries that looked like, man, I'm hungry. That's why we have the body that we have. Beautiful. Actually, breaking news. I'm actually going on a hardcore diet starting June 1st. Yeah.
Are you gonna go on a seafood diet?
No, I'm actually going to go a wife will smack me if I eat the wrong thing. I don't do exercise. That's the kind of diet I'm going to. So
you sure it's not a seafood diet?
Nah.
You sure you're not gonna see all the food and eat it?
Nah, I can't.
Okay.
Man. This time I have to. For my health. I have to. But let me tell you something. When the park's open and I go to Magic Kingdom, I will have my turkey leg. That will be my cheating day. So I'm going to wait June 1st, July 1st. I'm going to follow it. When I get the reservation for Magic Kingdom, I will eat my turkey leg. And when I go to Hollywood Studios, I will have my burger with that, what's it called? That has that egg in it on the Derby, in the Derby restaurant. I will have that as well. Other than that, follow me on my diet. Together, we can make this happen.
Chris, that's crazy getting so you put in some work today, huh?
Let me see what he said. I'm sorry I went through 3 max today. I worked, soaked them all with sweat. Damn. So hot, huh?
Dang. And they're not emu legs. Could you those legs would be so big. They'd be massive. I mean, an emu, like, just, it would be like we would look like the Flintstones.
GONZO'S MVP, if Disney decides to replace of Dinoland USA Animal Kingdom, what would you guys want their mind? Is he land base of live action? What?
He's asking Dinoland, Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I got that part.
And then,
what would you guys want their mind? Is he land base of? Dude, if they change it, I just hope Indiana Jones will be there.
If they change it, I want Wakanda.
Fresh all that. Oh, Wakanda, yeah. But Indiana Jones makes sense because you had to have the track there. But Lorena, I'm going Friday. Gotta do a lot of stuff over there. Just for one day. Be back. Be back just in time for YouTubers United on Saturday. Plus, I gotta work Saturday. So. Why they will open Animal Kingdom first? With Magic Kingdom.
Because it's big.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, it's big.
Okay. And it has a few rides, I guess, right?
It has more room and not a lot of. I mean, to me, there's not a lot going on at Animal Kingdom. It's an easy park to open.
Let me get Brian here. What up, Brian?
How's it going?
I'm pretty good. Yourselves? How do I sound? Because I've been playing with settings lately.
You sound beautiful. You sound beautiful, my friend. So we were talking right now, Brian, why Animal Kingdom one of the first parks to open. What do you think?
Because I think the crowd that's going to rush Epcot and Hollywood Studios is going to be insane, and they should open something other than Magic Kingdom. So when people can't get into one, they have something else that's a nice walk-around place. Because they're going to rush Star Wars and Rise of the Resistance.
Oh, yeah.
And then Epcot is everyone that's going to want to drink their ass to the point where they don't wear masks anymore.
Do you think the World Showcase will be open? I mean, all the cast members most of them are from those countries are out of town.
Well, it depends what it's. I don't know. It's kind of a good question, but you got to remember anyone that works a bar can work a bar at Epcot. Anyone that works a restaurant can work a restaurant at Epcot. Yeah. There's going to be some resorts that maybe not every eatery is open, but they still can bring the people back to work at another place. Universal's the same way. If you know how to check someone out for merchandise, you can work in any store, and if they need you, they'll move you to any store. Yeah. So it won't be the cultural experience, but probably half the rides are gone. So those are people who can help direct traffic and be the people that yell at you for the mask. Okay. I mean, there's all scenarios where it doesn't have to necessarily be the exact experience. And we know it's not possible. They can't bring them back. And it was the right thing to do to have them go back to their families.
Of course. That's so true. And then what do you think of this system that you need to reserve to go to the parks?
Looks like it's working great in Shanghai.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing there. It's from what I understand, it's a staggered entrance time.
Okay.
I don't know how different it is, but I was watching a lot of there's one thing people don't know about China is there's so many different versions of Chinese that their news is in English.
Oh, wow.
So I was watching a whole bunch of live feeds of the news covering how they open Shanghai. Mm-hmm. And it seemed to be about 200 people per time slot.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but if you think about it, if it's 200 people per time slot, then we're probably talking every, 20, 30 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, basically one ferry worth of people. So it's a way for them to no, you can't go on the ferry yet. Your time slot hasn't started. And back them up where they can kind of wait somewhere in the parking lot where there's room. And then slowly come funneling in. And you got to remember, no resorts are open, so no one's going to be sneaking through Contemporary or anything. You're gonna all have to come through the parking lot.
So not all of the resorts are going to be open then?
No, they open later.
Well, the email that I got today said all deluxe resorts will be open June 22nd.
Yeah, but which day? Oh, so I haven't read my email. Do I have it? And quite frankly, I would not be surprised I don't have it because they've yet to be able to email me correctly.
So why are they going to open the 22nd and the parks are opening in July?
I thought the resorts were opening later.
Yeah.
I could have sworn the resorts were opening with Epcot, but if deluxes are different, so
yeah.
Yeah, but even all the deluxes are opening.
Yeah, it says all Disney Vacation Club properties, so that's all the deluxe resorts.
Yeah,
will be open at Walt Disney World Resort on June 22nd.
That's weird.
So they're going to open the resorts almost 3 weeks before the park even opens.
Yeah,
which to me doesn't make any sense.
And okay, so help me understand.
Yeah, the resorts really should have been second because you give a couple weeks to ease into to figure out what the park number really is.
Right.
Then you also see the demand of people that want to be here first week.
Yeah.
And then you get an idea of what is too many people.
Yeah.
Or too many reservations.
Okay, going to that subject, reservations. So Disney says we're going to suspend the reservations for now. We're going to work with the reservations that we already have. What does that mean? Are you going to cancel the ones that you have already?
Well, they've already canceled to the third week of June. So the first 2 weeks have no reservations made.
Wow.
And then for a while you haven't been able to book anything new until after July 1st.
Yeah.
So what it probably means is they've just frozen July and new bookings are probably going to be later. I don't know the date. You have more info than I do.
It
So-
it just seems weird and odd how they are doing that. I mean, because what you were saying first, where if the resort was closed and then there's only certain ways to funnel people in, that to me would make more sense. That would be more controllable. But you're going to invite all these people back, and then you're going to have all these people spend thousands of dollars on lodging with no guarantee of getting into a park. That doesn't sound like a magical experience at all.
And you still have to honor the sales pitch, which is the extra magic hours,
True.
because they booked under the assumption they would have special hours.
True.
Or they're just going to make it so people want to cancel. But I don't know. That's kind of weird.
So, well, honestly, and I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were watching that. I mean, if you're going to spend a lot of money, you're different states or, well, no international, but there's no international flights, I don't think yet. Why? My suggestion is cancel it. You're not going to have the experience that you're supposed to have because there's no character interaction, no fireworks, no parade. 6 feet. A lot of restaurants won't have like separate, or you use the mobile to order. I mean, there's a lot of things that you're going to miss out. No shows.
But DVC is a little bit different.
No, I understand DVC, but the people that live in Texas or Tennessee that want to come down here to Disney, they gotta spend money. Yeah. It's. I mean, doesn't make sense to come right now. That's my suggestion, by all means.
But at the same time, they actually saw a lot of people who flew in knowing it was closed when they closed down, because they didn't close the resorts for 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
And they still came, and they just made the best of it, is what they said. And I would like to have their bank account, because I will make the best of it too.
That's what I'm saying.
But there are people who they're more there for the food than anything else. And like, I can't wait to go to Olivia's for breakfast. That's like one of the things I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
So it's, it's the foodies. What is really lost? I mean, they're going to have all the resort food now. And now it just seems odd. So they have to get Magical Express back up. They have to get other transportation going. How are you going to funnel between resorts? Is Mickey buses or whatever, Mickey vans, are they going to be, or minivans, that's it. Are they going to be running? That's a lot of stuff to bring back.
I know.
For DVC resorts.
I know. And then let me see. Yeah. And then OSD.
Now, there is one exception to that.
Which is?
If there is a situation with the NBA coming down where they need the other resorts for people with them, but not necessarily isolated with them. Like family or something, or some situation where they just need the rooms. We're hearing it as the resort's opening, and we don't know the bigger picture, because people like so when the NBA comes down, the schedule I kind of saw has them arriving about the 22nd
of June.
Yeah. So if the NBA is really coming and they just haven't announced it yet, the teams should start arriving somewhere between the 8th and the 15th. So whatever resorts are going to be isolated for them, they'll just be open separately under that. It won't be a general open.
Right.
But if they also need to have space I don't know how that would work with isolation, but if you think about it, like every team owner is going to have to be isolated. They're going to want their family to come through at some point.
Yeah, correct.
Every Disney employee is going to have to be isolated, because there's no point in letting an employee go home and the rest of the NBA is isolated.
Yeah.
Every maintenance person, every security person is going to have to be isolated. So my guess is there's some scenario that they need more rooms that would not be isolated. And if they're going to open it anyway, and people want to spend the money to come without the parks, let them. If they had an existing reservation.
Or based on, or the other thing too is, like what you're saying, the only people that they're going to allow to book those are the DVC people to use up their points.
That might be the other case because there might actually be a contractual obligation that they have to let them use their points. Because that is a contract. That is that's not just like, sorry, your ticket is invalid today.
Yeah.
But not, it honestly, it looks like the NBA is coming. So there must be other support that doesn't need to be isolated but needs more rooms. And if you're going to have to open up more rooms anyway, of course it's going to be the deluxes.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know how many NBA basketball teams yet? Is it
No
all of them?
one said. The two scenarios I heard is it's either going to be half the team, basically anyone who probably wouldn't get to the playoffs anyway wouldn't be there, and they're going to skip a round or two. However, there's also stuff saying, well, we didn't have a chance to play all our games to qualify yet. So there might be a scenario of all the teams coming. Now, if all the teams come, someone actually showed a one of the sports writers or something actually ran into an article. Mm-hmm. The last game would be played on September 20th if all the teams come.
Wow.
I mean, you're talking now. I actually did the math. It's 21,000. It's 2,100 hours, and a cast member has to work because if they have to be isolated and can't go home, the union contract requires payment. Like there is a scale. Now I don't know what that is because I know after a certain number of shifts, you're certainly getting double or triple time. Mm-hmm. But technically, they would have to be also isolated for 2,100 hours.
Yeah.
Crazy. That'd be maddening.
That's actually what I thought. It's like imagine you're just finally able to go. The parks are about to open. You get back to work and you're told, sorry, you're working with the NBA. Yep. You don't get to go home until they're done. And by the way, September 20th would actually be like the first day of the draft. So if they're going to do the draft there for 2 weeks, now you're talking mid-October.
Yeah.
And then if soccer comes in right behind them or simultaneously, because their soccer is also talking to them.
Of course. And these games won't be with any crowd whatsoever, right?
That's my understanding.
Yeah, right? Because, I mean, wow.
Although, if you were going, if it was in a situation where they could do a very minimal crowd.
Yeah.
No, because to be honest with you get so many people flying down to crowd the place. I don't know how you would do that. But then again, Disney might want that, which is why maybe the resorts are open. Basically, the resorts might be open for the people who think they're going to see some NBA players.
Yeah.
And then if I was Disney, hell yeah. Yeah, you want to come down and you didn't read? That's fine.
Yeah. You know how funny it is that when all the things started, the stocks went down to, what was it, like 92?
I saw 85, I thought, at one point.
Yeah. Now it's 121. I know I purchased like around 99 something, so.
I didn't jump in. I thought about it, but I didn't jump in.
Yeah, I jumped in.
I was having fun with some other stocks. SeaWorld's made me a fortune so far.
Really? They went up big time, huh?
No, they just fell really far and then got halfway back and then fell back down again. So I'm just used to range trading. So I put in one going, nah, they're not going to get back to 30 soon. So let me sell it at like 17. Well, gotcha. 17.50. It went right back down to $4.
Oh wow!
So it went $4 after hours, and then it over like a week it came back up to 12.14. I think it's right around 12.14 now. But I bought it at $5.75.
SeaWorld Entertainment? Is it that one?
No, the actual SeaWorld. SeaWorld has its own stock.
Yeah, it says SeaWorld Entertainment, the one that I find. Yeah. It says in 2007 right now.
Okay, so it's actually even higher. So that's even better. I haven't been watching it.
Yeah, but it dropped big time like 5 days ago. It dropped, bro.
Yeah, basically people are range trading it, which is what I started doing. So I bought in originally. I took a little bit of extra money I had. Actually, I didn't even really take extra money. I have a stock situation where I can buy a little bit without having to pay them up front.
Gotcha.
So I took a chance. Hey, let's buy it, and then we'll see what it does. And then a week later, I'm like, holy crap, I already sold it. Because I always put in like a safety net. It's like if it drops too far, too fast, just get rid of it. Or if it hits a certain number, and I did not expect it to hit that number that fast. So then I sold it. It's like, okay, well, let's put the same amount of money in again because I just tripled my money.
Of course.
And then, so if it's up at 20 now, then I've actually now tripled my money once, 4 times my money a second time.
Yeah. So, Brian, let me ask you a question. You have family members that work in Universal.
I do.
Are they getting prepared? Are they prepared? Are they getting training that you know of, or special?
I don't know details, but training starts
Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. I was confused. Not confused. I was surprised they were the ones first to try to open before Disney. I thought Disney will do this first.
No, Disney was going to be last all the time.
Yeah.
In fact, Disney World might still be last. Disneyland could open sooner.
June 29th, apparently. That's somebody told me today they were talking about June 29th, apparently. I don't know if it's true.
And what date did they have? July
for
Maybe.
us here?
You know what? The annual pass holders there would probably listen and not come July 4th.
I thought we were gonna open July 4th here, honestly.
I figured it would either be right before or right after. I didn't expect it to be like a week after, but I guess that makes sense if people came to the area for July 4th.
There.
Wait till they leave and then open.
I mean, considering they're not doing fireworks, that's probably why they made the decision to wait a week.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, no fireworks, no parade, no character interactions.
Or maybe they know something where they can bring people in around July 4th. Like maybe that's where the Epcot staff's going to show up again. Because you got to remember, they can go talk to people who quietly will tell them when they can get visas and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that whole thing is going to take a long time to get everybody back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to do without DCP. It'll be the 40,000-ish others. Yeah, I can see that doable. But I can't see them opening every resort though. So I'm kind of curious what resorts won't open. But I did see that like the same day Epcot opens, Fort Wilderness opens or something. It's like it's like at that last set of Epcot and whatever is going to open the rest of the resorts. Now the other side of thing is it's kind of telling how many people have booked. If you're going to have that many people and that many resorts open, because I figured they would have kept like, you don't really need all stars and give them the time of their life and send them over to like Port Orleans Riviera or something that has a bigger kitchen.
Okay.
You know, I'm surprised they're. Well, technically we haven't really seen it, but I'm just surprised they need to open everything.
All right, let me see. Actually, if you go to the Disney Parks blog, they put it there more or less. I like that picture. Let's see, Disney World, July 15, preparing to reopen, blah, 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 blah. Approach, let me see about a new theme park reservation system. I require all guests to obtain a reservation for park entry in advance. At this time, we are temporarily pausing new ticket sales and Disney Resort Hotel reservations so we can focus on guests with existing tickets and reservations. Including Disney Vacation Club member can still make a new reservation, though. There you go. Existing ticket holders, annual pass holder will be able to make reservation requests in phases before new tickets are sold. Okay, so you didn't have a ticket before.
Okay, so
Crew.
Disney Vacation Club and campgrounds.
Yeah.
You know what? I might go camping. It's gonna be hot as hell though.
No,
I'm just.
You better bring a portable AC.
Well, I'm sure there's RV rentals down the damn street. I can go get an RV.
Well, that's true.
But I would not mind having a campsite with just hanging out there for a while.
In Disney property?
What else am I doing? I'm doing that in my house, except without the campsite.
Yeah.
So Disney Fort Wilderness Resort Campground will begin to reopen June 22nd. Disney Vacation Club Resorts, Vero Beach, Florida, and Hilton Head, South Carolina will also open to members and guests starting on June 15th. Okay.
That's interesting because I didn't know Vero Beach was allowed to open.
So it's right there. Their website.
I don't think Florida's announced that yet.
It's right there.
But then again, this is what they proposed. They technically have not been approved.
Correct.
Yeah, again, yeah. This is pending. Well, Orange County already approved it. Now it's the governor who's gonna.
Well, Orange County also said they don't even just tell them when you're opening and you're good.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I mean, they didn't have to present anything.
So, question, and have you seen the picture? Supposedly, what happened today in Disney Springs? That there was no social distancing. That everybody was like next to each other.
Yeah, are you surprised?
No, but you think that picture is true?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I'm sure everyone tried to rush the door.
So
And be
early in
first.
the morning.
Probably, yeah.
So that
I
brings
mean-
back how's it,
You got all these
Denver
monthly parks.
parks.
Say it again. Oh, parks gonna be horrible.
You think so?
Oh yeah, parks. Well, there's now the staggered entrance did help Shanghai. It looked. I watched the live stream for a while. One live stream set up outside of the park, and the other one was inside, and it looked like a very controlled manner. I found a couple people on Twitter. They basically hit every damn ride in about 3 hours and left. Now, keep in mind, not everything opened. So it's not going to be. Everything's not going to be there.
Everything meaning rights, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's the stage shows and stuff. They're not going to come happen
Yeah,
either.
they're not gonna.
But they're not going to open every ride. Like, there's no reason to put anyone up in the treehouse.
Oh,
That's just something they have to constantly clean, and no cast member is going to do that.
yeah. So okay.
And then there's going to be other ones. The Bears won't be open. Anything with a theater won't be open.
Yeah, and the sing alone Frozen won't be open either. I'm pretty sure, unless they move shares and they do that.
No, they won't be open. They're going to consider a theater like a stage show.
And Indiana Jones probably won't be open either, unless they do some kind of, which I don't think happening.
Yeah, meet and greets will be closed.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of the Star Wars interaction are going to be where they're on not the high platforms that they never actually used. So that actually might be good. We might actually get some of the entertainment originally planned that was canceled for because no one was interested in Disneyland.
Yeah.
So that could be kind of cool because they had this whole fight sequences and shooting stuff at each other. I saw a quick video of a test in Disneyland and it looked cool.
It looked cool, right? What is that? Oh yeah, they were there today by the AMC.
So, well, this is done by AMC. Someone else posted it where they were over some of the stores in Disney, further down in Disney Springs.
Yeah, I call it the Italy section because it reminds me of Italy.
Yeah, that area.
Were they talking or just there?
Yeah.
I mean, can you hear them or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool that you bring a little bit of Star Wars to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I was kind of surprised. Because that meant they had to bring back all of the staff to work with characters and hire them and all that. I mean, it's more than just the characters they brought back. There's a whole big support staff, including costuming, and although costuming was probably already back because Florida Costuming does costuming for around the world.
Yeah.
So they're probably busy making staff masks. Although that's probably been outsourced to China since they now have Disney China.
Yeah. No, Chris, there won't be any character meet and greets whatsoever for the time being.
Now, I would not be surprised if they possibly do a test of random roaming characters, just not out long. Like, I would not be shocked if suddenly, like, Mickey comes walking out of the Emporium, runs into another store, and disappears.
Just to see how... Yeah, that will be...
There's no other chance that they can do that in Florida. Everyone would rush them because of meet and greets, but if everyone knows there's no meet and greets, I'm thinking they might get away with it. If anything else, he'll poke his head out on the stage, wave, see a crowd coming, and disappear.
Yeah. Do you think we have plenty of pass holders here in Florida to fill up Magic Kingdom?
Well, they don't need to fill it up. They just need to not lose money, which we know from 2016 is about 3,000 people.
Gotcha.
because that's what after hours was. So every 3 hours you need 3,000 people.
And yes, there's plenty of pass holders.
right?
for those.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Oh yeah.
But no, but
3,000
here's
no.
here's the funny thing: would staff passes work? Because we think about annual pass holders, but a lot of them come in because they work there. They're not actually an annual pass holder.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of pass holders. Not as many as California, but there are a lot of pass holders.
And it's funny, he never mentioned like a pre-opening for pass holders like Universal did. Maybe later on they will announce it, but at this time they never mention it.
I have a feeling that Universal is trying to get the vloggers and stuff to come through early. But Universal's also been known of doing really good pass holder perks.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me, and it doesn't surprise me that Disney isn't doing it. I mean, look at a normal pass holder event. The thing would sell out in like 20 seconds and be a full crowd. It wouldn't even be a little mini crowd. So
Yeah.
you can't just pass holders. You still turn away a ton of people.
Yeah.
Reservations going to be fun.
The what's that again?
Reservations are going to be fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. And obviously, Halloween. I don't think it's going to happen this year in the parks. No, it'll just.
I'm waiting to find out what it is because, well, also it is late enough that maybe things will be better and they can start doing parades and things and depending on the attendance, like if they're at the point where like maybe it's a 10,000 person cap.
Yeah.
That's a little bit big for a parade, but you could kind of do a controlled trick-or-treating, but that wouldn't be worth the ticket price to me.
Again, if you live outside of the state, you don't have an annual pass holder, I wouldn't pay a lot of money to go to Disney when Disney is going to be like this. I will wait until everything go back to normal.
You know what scares me?
What?
If you do happen to start showing signs of being sick,
Yeah,
you're not going home for 3 to 4 weeks longer than you were here. No, they're not going to let you travel back. No one's going to rent you a car.
true.
In fact, you're going to have trouble finding a hotel that's going to let you stay in it.
That's so true.
And actually, that kind of gives a good question. This is something no one's talking about. Every company, especially Disney, has a worst case disaster plan.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the worst case disaster that someone staying at a resort goes to go into a park, fails to check, but they're a resort person, so not going in the park just puts them in the resort and back on the bus? What do you do if a family has someone or a group has someone that suddenly has symptoms and gets tested and is positive?
So does it make sense for people who stay in the resort to be scanned as well?
Oh, they'll probably have to be. Did they mention that in that email?
No.
I don't know about resorts. I know the parks obviously, yeah, but
Because I know Shanghai doesn't do online check-in. You have to go through the front desk, the door,
okay.
to get your room. So they was, and then that's the other one. What if someone does come down, went on Magical Express, got off, and failed the test?
Yeah.
What do they do with the family and the bags? And the bags are coming separate. So now the bags have mingled with even more airplanes worth of bags.
Are you planning to go opening day if you get reservations, Brian?
No. Oh, well, okay. So that's with the reservation system. If it looks like it's going to be like Shanghai, I might. Just because it's so little. But I'm not going indoors. I don't think it's safe to do anything indoors right now.
Just stay outside and walk around and stuff like that.
Basically, I go in, take some pictures, roam around, some video.
Yeah.
Maybe do Jungle Cruise because that's all outdoors.
It's outdoors.
Yeah. But I don't want to be in a fast-moving roller coaster behind someone that might have it. I don't want to be in any building because it's science. It lingers in buildings longer. And I don't hear anyone saying that they've upgraded their AC system to be medical filtration levels. Because if they did, they would be saying it.
Yeah.
Give Kids the World is the only one I think I'd be safe indoors. Because Give Kids the World does not play around with that because they have all people that are about to die there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's.
Good night,
Good night,
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
I actually was having a discussion with someone else, and there's a few people that they're wondering if it's even worth staying in Orlando for the next couple of years. It's like if this is really going to go on another year and a half,
Probably.
there's no jobs until it's full tourism, and then the bigger the tourism gets, the bigger the risk.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the jobs that they are finding, or the jobs before it weren't paying well. So there's a few people that are like, maybe it's time to go head out somewhere else for a couple of years, and then decided to come back.
And there's a lot of companies that are going bankrupt. Hertz, I heard that. Is it Hertz? I think
Yep.
they were going bankrupt.
Well, are they going bankruptcy or are they filing Chapter 11?
I think bankruptcy. I could check real quick, but I heard that they were having issues. I can tell you right
Yeah,
now.
they put a bunch of their cars up for sale to try to recoup
And to
some
recoup-
capital.
Now, keep in mind, it's also kind of in their interest to get a free bailout and try to make it look like
Yeah.
they're going under.
Yeah, they filed bankruptcy. That's what it says. But
So they're restructuring debt and stuff and getting bill collectors to stop calling them. That doesn't mean closed, but it doesn't. It's not good, but it doesn't mean closed.
Yeah.
Unless the bankruptcy court says no sell at all.
And also JCPenney as well.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, JCPenney. It says others. Let me see. Chapter 11. Join them in Chapter 11.
Although is JCPenney still JCPenney Stearns? Is it like the two companies?
That I don't know, but I
I
know
don't
that JCPenney's been struggling for a while.
But if it's still part of Stern, as far as like the executives go, Stern is also the people in charge of Macy's. Because I used to do the Halloween parade, and I always got this check warning me that it may not cash. Because Macy's has been bankrupt for so damn long. But
Yeah.
it's one of those ones where it's like it's in control of the investors.
Mhm.
So at any moment, if the investors say stop paying, the check bounces, and you don't get paid. And it's on your paycheck. You have to sign a paper saying you know this
Wow.
to work. And all I did was work there for 24 hours because it was just the one parade.
Wow.
So I don't know how people who lived there, who worked there all for full time, and I would have been a nervous ass wreck.
Yeah. All right, guys. BP has to go. He has to work tomorrow early. So, BP, thanks so much for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good night. Thank you,
Good seeing
fellas.
you.
Brother. Make
I
sure
will
you
see you
follow me.
later.
Later, man. We're gonna stay here for a couple of minutes with Brian.
Yeah, man. Later,
All
chat.
right, thank you, brother.
Have a
Talk
good
to you
night.
soon. All right, thank you.
Bye.
So, yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of business suffering. A lot of people suffering. I'm glad that the parks are going to open. A lot of people are going to have, hopefully, the jobs back.
Yeah, there's a certain. I think a lot of people who are anxious and online and saying, "No, I'm not coming in mask" and yelling and everything else.
Yeah.
They're tired of being inside. They're not yelling about the mask. And to a certain degree, a lot of people, it's like, oh my God, my escape from reality is closed too. So I think what's going to happen is now that they know it's going to open, some people are going to breathe a second of air.
Yeah.
And they're going to sit back and it's like, you know what? This doesn't make sense to go in August. And right now, if you're traveling anywhere, you have to think of worst case scenario, which is you could get on an airplane without symptoms and get off with them. And now you're stuck. And it takes 3 to 6 weeks to get through this thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the worst case scenario, it's 6 weeks and you're dead at the end. So it's I don't know if I travel.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are going to run out the door. People yelling they don't have rent, but yet they can go to Disney, and I'd really like to know what Disney's plan is if someone starts showing symptoms and tests positive there.
They're probably going to shut down everything. I'm sure. Or
They
they're
have to have some plan. I mean, they have their own ambulance and stuff. I'm sure they'll move the person sick, but what do you do with the rest of the family? Like, is there a possibility that maybe All Stars is the contagious resort, and they're going to run an emergency resort for a family? Because, you know, if you're staying at the hotel and you get sick, you got to do something about it. You can't. Disney would have their ass handed to them if they like just threw the people out and trespassed them.
True.
And then who's going to work that? I'm not working. I'm not at. If my daughter was told that you have to work in the place where we're going to put people that are sick, hell no, you don't work there no more. Because that's not protecting your staff.
Yeah, that's not protecting it at all. Man, we'll see. Hopefully,
but then again, if they make it a field hospital or something, it could be not run as a resort. It could be run more like a field hospital.
I hope so. Yeah, we'll see. I think we. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, I said that maybe in the near future we're going to find out more information and more options or what they're going to come up with. You never know. We see what it says here. Florida's in the middle of the pandemic. We're watching horror from across the pond, especially when the news reports in Tampa Bay Times about the state leadership downplaying the severity.
So here's kind of the funny thing. I'm not speaking for the whole state. I only pay attention to Osceola and Orange, which are the two counties Disney's in. It's where I live. I really don't need to leave the two counties, and quite frankly, I don't remember the last time I did. The numbers were really low here. Yeah. I mean, we're talking like under 100 people got sick through this, and a majority of that number weren't even in the state when they got sick. So this immediate area was not that bad. Now there was a hot spot in Orange. It was an area that had no English speaking people, or primarily the primary language was Spanish, and they didn't have a secondary language, so they weren't aware of what they should be doing. And they were running around a little bit differently, but they got that taken care of. I had heard Tampa at one point was a little bit of a hot spot. I know Palm Springs is an issue right now, and I'm not going to lie, the numbers are going up. Like my town had nobody for like months, and then suddenly we doubled our number from 5 to 10 within a week of them reopening. Yeah, but my town also has a lot of doctors and stuff, so that could have just been frontline people. So I don't want to misconstrue that like it's spreading rapidly. I don't know who has it. Those names aren't coming out. No one's talking. Yeah. But there's some stupid stuff going on, like what Fun Spot is doing, where I heard they now require masks in Kissimmee. Yeah. But not the Orange County, because Orange County does not have a mask requirement. So Kissimmee, they're now requiring it, but I don't know if you saw the tweet from the guy who owns it or the CEO. No. Straight up, the religious God will save us all. No, don't worry about masks. And that's a paraphrase, so I don't want to misconstrue it, but it was very much that a long version of that. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just hope everybody stays safe, man, and and then they give us the tools to be safe and have fun, I guess. What I'm hoping. Yeah. So I agree. What I'm hoping is if someone does get sick, they actually say something. Because I don't buy nobody left Disney when it closed not sick. Yeah. I don't buy it. There was way too many international people that flew in at the very last second. That all came from Italy, UK, or all the places that have been pretty bad. Yeah. That's true. Remember that CDC was predicting more than half of the population of the USA will be in the hospital beds by now. I don't disagree with that. Yeah. What you don't really see is like 90% of the people actually did listen, and they're still listening. And they're wearing masks, and they're being very courteous to each other.
Mhm.
and they were respectful for the people still working. It's that 10%
Is
that the news likes to follow around because it's ratings, and they're the ones that are just doing whatever. Problem is, they're the ones that are probably going to go to Disney. So it's one of those catch-22s. I don't really want to go because everything says I should be a high risk.
Yeah, same here.
So I want to stay away until there's something. But I've got to get the hell out of this house. I can't. I am. So I've actually been home longer than this thing has been going on.
Yeah.
I didn't go out November, December. I was home the whole time. I didn't go out January. February, I went to Playlist Live. Then I went twice to Hollywood Studios. In the past half a year, I've been out of the house like 7 times.
Wow.
I am tired. I want to go out.
I'm sure, man.
I was doing a lot of extra side work and stuff, and it's just like, okay, my groceries get delivered. I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless it's a doctor visit or another trip through the supermarket myself. I just really haven't been anywhere except the opening of Mickey Mouse ride. And I'm ready to get out. I'd like just somewhere to roam around. And then from a creator standpoint, I had this whole new channel I'm launching that I have to film for. I think I worked out some content I can start doing.
Yeah.
That is not COVID specific, because it's one of the ones where there's a lot of stuff that is related to traveling in a pandemic, but it also applies to hurricanes and it applies to just getting sick in general.
Mm.
So I think I might try to just get some content up around that.
Cool.
But not even mention the pandemic. It'll be more like I'll date it like 2020 or something. This way people, without having to say pandemic, it's pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once that finishes, I'll knock it out and just take that out of the title. Or switch it to 2021 or something.
Yeah.
As long as it's valid. I don't mind changing a title like that. If it's 100% valid, nothing to add, why shouldn't that be the video you keep watching?
Yeah.
If that's the info you want. But at the same time, I don't expect it to be any kind of big views. So it's hopefully I got that, but at the same time, we seem to be following the model, which is very similar to what they did in 1918, where you kind of are indoors for 2-3 months, you're out for 2-3 months, and you're back indoors for 2-3 months, and it goes on for years.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not that.
I really hope another wave doesn't come in, because
statistically, it's impossible. Once people start flying in,
yeah.
See, that's the other reason. I really don't want to go to opening day, so I probably won't be at opening day. But the second day is probably going to be dead. The third day is probably going to be dead. But this registration system is going to create this artificial demand where everyone's going to want to make sure to get one. So people who probably would not have come on the second day know if they don't get a registration, they can't go on the second day, so they're going to get a registration.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what happened to Rise. Rise had this artificial demand to quickly get your pass.
Mm-hmm.
So it's although the resort's opening first screws up the whole plan. Because I wanted to go through, I was really hoping that they're going to open resorts last. Because first off, it would have been smart, because you could have started with a smaller park number, probably not have to turn anyone away.
Correct.
Just like Shanghai, you add 5,000 people to it. So I think what Shanghai did is they started with 10,000, and then every week they add another 5,000. And they're slowly finding out where the number is too big. Now it's very possible that number is going to be what they use for Disney World, and they're just going to start a little bit higher.
Yeah.
10,000, I think, is the number they need to be profitable, because I don't think they're going to be open as long as we think they are. I think it's going to be like a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or something. It's going to be whatever one shift at Disney is, because then you need to hire back less people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not going to be regular hours. That's for sure.
And there's no fireworks or anything. So what exactly do you need to be open at night for? It's just like Animal Kingdom. When they didn't have a show, they were closed by 5:36.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I was really hoping that the parks would just open. It would be slow. I can go on not the first day, but maybe somewhere at the end of the first week. Not the first day, not the first weekend. And I'll just slip in some random Tuesday afternoon or something, do some nice filming, maybe plan 4 days, and then the resorts open, and I just stay the hell away because everyone's going to come in sick. Because your biggest chance of getting sick is going to be the airport and on the airplane.
Yeah.
And then you just got to bring it to Disney because it's. I mean, you have to eat. You have to go indoors and eat when you're here. So it's. I don't even know if I want to be in the resorts at all, and breathe in the air. The only thing that makes me happy about my daughter is we are both like 99% sure she had it. So on one case, she can probably fight it again if it's not an immune thing.
Yeah.
If it is, then we just have to worry about her clothes, shoes, and bag when she comes home. And that's fairly easy to take care of. And I have so many allergies anyway. I have medical filtration at home. Okay. So I have stuff that will pull that out of the air.
Yeah.
And it is going to sit right at that front door, which actually it's been there. That's why I have to actually close the door. It's like right on the other side of that door. And then there's another one that's upstairs that's kind of protecting the intake of the HVAC system, because that I couldn't get one that fit, that was high enough rating. But I already had those filters. These are not new to the house. We've had filters in the bedroom. We've had an extra one in a couple rooms. So we just had to shift them around to make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, I also, early on, I'm like, okay, hand sanitizer is going to be hard to get. Let me put in one of these orders for like a gallon that's going to take 10 weeks to come. Because my daughter's going to need hand sanitizer to get to and from work. Even if work supplies it.
Yeah.
She's still going to need to get to and from. I have a whole bunch of paper masks on top of the mask that she made. And then whatever Universal's going to give her.
Yeah. Yeah, we just got to be safe, man. That's it. We figure out what's going on. Man, Brian, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for taking your time and hang out for a little bit here with us and talk a little bit about Disney. Can't wait till it'll be open. Hopefully it goes smooth for everyone.
Oh, yeah. I hope nothing but the best for everyone.
Yeah. All right, guys. Chat, thanks so much for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, like, and share it. And love you guys. Thanks for the support. Brian, thanks again for being here. See you guys tomorrow. Live stream tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. Disney Friends, 6 p.m. Till next time. Have a good night and be safe. Watch your hands. Be safe. See you soon, guys.